So there's three kinds of people, right? There's this theory by Lieutenant Colonel retired Dave Grossman. So basically he says there's three kinds of people, right? There's sheep, wolves, and sheepdogs, and it's pretty self-explanatory when it comes to like a population of people. There are far more sheep than there are wolves and sheepdogs, and wolves and sheepdogs kind of have opposing goals or end states, whereas the wolf is a predator and the sheepdog is a protector. To some degree, I agree with that premise. However, where I diverge is I don't believe there's three kinds of people. I think there's two kinds of people, and there are only sheeps and there are only wolves. And then there's kind of a moral compass that dictates what that wolf is going to focus on in his or her life. I think by dividing the sheepdog and the wolf into separate entities, you sort of produce a black and white righteousness and evil, or good and evil. You need wolves that are good and wolves that are bad, because I don't think that a sheepdog can truly defeat a wolf unless he believes he is a wolf, or thinks like a wolf, or is capable of heinous acts as a wolf. Good people can do evil things, and evil people can do good things. So if you have a predator that is labeled as only that, or a righteous protector that is only that, I think you're selling the human condition short. And as a wolf, you can protect sheep. That can be your desire. And as a sheepdog, you can also prey on sheep. As a premise for types of people, I think that metaphor goes deeper than what most people think, right? Like it sounds good. There's sheep out there, and everybody knows that. There's wolves out there, everybody knows that. I've been a victim of some sort of crime, maybe not violent, but some sort of injustice. And then there's sheepdogs, right? Because you got to have your warriors, your front line, your police, your fire, your EMS, your military, everybody that has volunteered to their calling of protection. But I think to dig deeper into that metaphor, right? Like, so the sheep kind of view sheepdogs and wolves as sort of the same thing. I don't think the sheep really ever cozy up to a sheepdog. Even though you have a sheepdog, the sheepdog is capable of evil things, right? So to say that they're two separate entities is very difficult for me to comprehend. Maybe that's my simple mind looking at it from that point of view. But like you've got you got Floyd, you got George Floyd, who was the victim of an evil sheepdog, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he was a sheepdog at all.
Yeah.
I think he was a wolf. Was he in sheepdog's clothing? Sure, maybe, right? Like we can go there, but I think deep down, right? And I think everybody's that way. So if you choose to be a wolf, how do you be the best wolf you can be? If you choose to be a sheep, how do you be the best sheep you can be? And sheepdog, or whatever spirit animal, like whatever metaphor you want to bring. Like, but once you make that decision, or you acknowledge that you have to be one, right? You in order to be good at it. What do you do with that information? What do you like? If you decide that you're a sheep and you just want to go about your business and you want to be a normal person doing a normal job and living a normal life, what's something that you can do to be a good, right? Like, and to me, that's like, don't hate the righteous protector that may look like a wolf. The sooner you can identify who you are not will enable you to work towards who you are. So I think it's far more important, if we're going to go with the triad, it's far more important for an individual, a young man or young woman. Step one is to identify who you are not. And then once you identify who you are not, or who you do not want to be, will enable you to get closer to who you are. Yeah, choose your metaphor. Figure out where you want to go with it. Find out how you can get there, and leave the world a better place than you found it.